with the time that we've got remaining, I wanted to just take a brief moment to ask our panelists for their key takeaways or their final thoughts. I know that this was mentioned during the individual presentations, but if there's any headlines that you wanted the audience to leave with, anything you'd really like to add, your key takeaways here. Gerald, you led us off this afternoon. Perhaps you want to be the first to close us out with a few of your final thoughts.
Well, the one key takeaway I might offer, particularly in light of the House's action last Wednesday, is that PFA regulation is on the way, and on the way candidly probably sooner than we had thought.
Thank you so much. And David, any final thoughts from yourself?
Sure. I think as you saw through my remarks, there have been and will be a number of regulatory developments in this administration. We will likely see a number of proposals before the end of the year. And so if an agency is looking to, if the agency is looking to address issues related to your particular stakeholder group or areas of interest, it's important to engage in the rulemaking process early, perhaps even before the comment period begins, to have the best shot at shaping the final product in a way that fits how you and your stakeholders view the right outcome. So early engagement is key.
Thank you so much for that, David. And Ari, over to you. A few of your final thoughts just before we wrap things up this afternoon.
Sure. I mean, I think the final thought is just that although people are probably familiar with environmental justice issues over the years, given the stated purpose of the administration and the amount of time it's already dedicated to including environmental justice and climate change as a strategic goal, I think the sort of explicit consideration of these issues, and maybe, people need to do some thought about how those environmental and justice issues sort of interplay with some of the industrial activities that they may be involved in. I think you should probably think about that, because environmental justice is certainly likely to be more explicitly considered in all these sort of regulatory activities as they move forward.